to you as a mom of 3 kids in the district, a teacher of 27 first graders in the district, the wife of a middle school teacher in the district, and a community member. We moved here in 2007, coming from another district in Colorado, and we chose Douglas County because of the excellent school district. We were excited for our own children's growth and our professional development as teachers, and we knew that we would all grow and learn here. We loved that the school board, the teachers, the administration, and the community worked together to focus on doing what's best for kids. It was a positive relationship. We bragged about it to everybody we knew. This working relationship created a situation where all kids and teachers could grow to their full potential. Sadly, all of that is gone. The difference between 2007 and now is night and day, and it makes me sad and fearful for the direction that we are headed. Now we have a climate of fear and negativity. And what has changed? We are still the same teachers, the kids are still kids, we are still the same union, our board and the superintendent are the new factor in this equation. I believe that you should lead with your heart. I try to lead with my heart and be a good listener and have faith that people will try to do good. Several of you have children in the district, and I assume that you want to do what's best for your own children. And yet many of the decisions that you are making are not what's best for any of our kids. For example, continuing to pursue the voucher issue even when it's been deemed illegal. Parents don't want their public tax dollars going to private religious schools. Let it go. This is one of the reasons that the bond and the mill did not pass. Speaking of the election, your decision to do nothing to help the bond and the mill pass last November, no signs, no flyers, etc. I recall you saying it was a stealth campaign. That's great how that turned out. Several of you even voted against it, which just doesn't make sense to me. Trying to make it so that our union dues cannot come out of our paychecks automatically, which is a union-busting tactic. Why are you even spending time on this? We should be thinking about kids. Cutting $350 per pupil at the high school level when we have money in the budget. We have the highest fund balance in the budget it's been since 10 years. Endorsing a political candidate? You work in the public domain. You should not be endorsing a political candidate. How does that have any future? With what's working best for kids? Trying to get rid of our contract by the end of June? Flat out refusing to recognize a survey from an independent third party about your employees? This showed us that you really don't care. When we look at the things that seem to be important to the board, it's very clear that you are focused on a political agenda and not on the kids. Your focus on that agenda is hurting my own children, my family, and all of the children I teach. That makes it personal. That means that I take this discussion with me wherever I go, to baseball games, dance practice, soccer moms, family gatherings, and the list goes on and on. In addition, I want you to know that I am the union. All of these teachers that I teach with are the union. You seem to think that the union is a separate entity that has nothing to do with your employees, but it's 70% of us. And I have to tell you that the number is growing based on the things that you are doing. Many people who were not in the union before didn't think they needed it because we had such a good working relationship, but they are now joining because of the climate that you are creating. I also don't appreciate how you're treating the only people who represent me. I'm busy teaching kids all day. I don't have time to stand up for myself and fight for my salary and fight for my rights. That's what my union leadership is for. You have illegally cut the salary of our president in the middle of her contract. Who does that? Is that what happens in the business world? Because if so, I don't want any part of it. Leave me an education where we are decent and understand how to work together for the common good. Here is what I wish. I wish to be treated as a professional. I wish that you would respect us as professionals and know that the union is a professional organization that we belong to and we value. I wish that you would pay us as professionals. You keep claiming you want to pay us exorbitant amounts of money. I mean, I'd be super happy to make $100 grand, but forget it. Just pay me my step. $1,500 more a year, which I haven't received for the last 4 years. I wish that you would start making decisions that are good for kids. And if you aren't sure if something is good for kids, then ask us. Ask a teacher or a principal, because we would know, as we are the people with the education and the background in this area. Thanks for listening.